Boston, a city famous for its hit TV show, now has a new venue providing the entertainment with 2 new stars, and everyone at the Fleet Center knows their names. Paul Pierce stars in the lead role, averaging 24.9 points as the Boston Celtics have embarked on an early season 6-game winning streak, the best in the East. Antoine Walker is playing the supporting role to perfection, averaging 19.6 points and a team leading 8.1 rebounds per game to ensure double trouble every time. Oil might still be king in Dallas, but it's the Mavericks who've been responsible for most of the drama downtown recently. The Mavs are the NBA's only unbeaten team, looking to extend their streak to 9 games. Steve Nash runs the show from the point guard position, dishing out 7.8 assists per contest. A 7-year veteran, Michael Finley's experience is vital in a young team, and he continues to score consistently with a 20.4-point average this season. No doubting the major star, though. 7-foot forward Dirk Nowitzki has been labeled one of the NBA's hottest properties. He leads Dallas in points and rebounds as they aim to challenge the Lakers to become the best in the West. The 2 hottest teams in the NBA go head-to-head in this cross-conference clash, but which one will come out with their winning streak intact? It's the Dallas Mavericks at the Boston Celtics from the Fleet Center in Boston. The Atlantic Division table is very close. Not much separates Boston from Jersey, Orlando, and Philly. For this season, the Celtics are 3-1 at home and on the road. The Mavericks' 100% record makes them the best in the league, but they were, by their own admission, lucky to win at their last outing against Cleveland, so they could be heading for a fall. However, they are still the top-scoring team in the NBA. And we'll be focusing on another team out west later in the program when we take a look at the progress of Houston Rockets' Yao Ming, this year's top draft pick. But now, let's get straight to the action at the Fleet Center in Boston, where the Celtics are playing host to the Dallas Mavericks.
We, of course, know for Dallas that they'll have their big 3 in there, but they are an undermanned team, this Dallas squad. They got some injuries and some guys who are sick. Nahara into the starting lineup has done a nice job.
And watch him tonight. He'll never quit working. He's relentless on the glass.
Walker, Battie, and Williams across the front for the Celtics and the guards. You know about Nash and Finley. Tony Delk is a guy asked to run the show and launch a lot of shots.
I love Tony Delk, Don. Excellent ball player, a guy who can score in bunches. People don't know, he had a 50-point game. He belongs to 50-point club. That's not easy.
Underway now, and the tap is controlled by the Celtics. Williams puts it into the hands of the guy we just talked about, Tony Delk. Nash gets right up on him, tenacious defender. Little pick and roll to Antoine Walker, gets it up to the left hand and knocks it in.
And you can see where the Dallas Mavericks suffer on defense. It's in the interior. That time, Antoine Walker has free range in the paint.
Got an Antoine Walker on Dirk Nowitzki. Nash to the baseline to Nahara, and he buries that one.
I mean, you can really score when your garbage man is shooting soft floaters.
Nahara has really come along. A lot of people ready to write him off after his first year in the league, but he's an important cog right now. Pierce over Griffin, rattles off the top, rebounded by Nowitzki.
John, Griffin is an excellent defender.
Uh-oh. Back rim on the dunk by Finley, but it comes to Griffin. Surprised the Celtics that it didn't go down. Griffin from the baseline, it won't drop. And Walker ahead to Delk, loses the handle. Delk wants to take it right at the big guy. Fakes the pass, Battie with the conversion.
And Dallas has to realize that now they're the 100 team in this league. If I'm facing a team that's undefeated early on in the season, you definitely want to be the team that breaks that streak. And right now, the Boston Celtics coming out, attacking aggressively on the interior.
Steve Nash takes it. Walker and Delk on the switch momentarily. Shot clock down to 8. Nowitzki over Antoine Walker. Dances, drops.
Just soft touch. And Antoine Walker did a great job playing defense. There's more Dirk Nowitzki's ability on that play.
Pierce with it now, enters it down in the post. No one is there with Antoine Walker. That's too easy.
Antoine did a great job of moving without the basketball. Looks like he's going to set the screen, did a great job of cutting right to the bucket.
Finley tries to answer back and is well off the mark. Griffin After the rebound, Nowitzki, free throw line, rattles around and popped right back out.
Bad break.
Delk at Nash, and a nice job going to the left hand to beating Steve Nash. And I'll tell you what, this game might be one of those ones that gets up into the offense that Tom Tolbert wanted to see.
Yeah, you think? I mean, Nash doesn't have a chance against Delk in the open floor.
Nowitzki just fading away. I mean, you can't defend that.
You can't stop it. He's 7 feet tall. I mean, Antoine did a great job the first shot. Well, how are you going to block a guy who's 7 feet tall fading away from you?
Great job by Steve Nash to force the turnover there.
Well, they started off. Now, this shows you, though, even though Finley misses his dunk, well, he elevates. He got himself down the floor. They push the ball up the floor. Here's how you do it, though. Great pick and roll. The team, the recipient of a Tony Delk pass. Again, the Boston Celtics attacking that interior defense of the Dallas Mavericks.
See the points in the paint early on. Finley from the baseline, and he knocks in the jumper.
You just can't give anybody on the floor for the Dallas Mavericks an open look. I think that's just a scary proposition. You cannot relax on defense.
Boston has started out hot, 4 of 5 from the field to get this thing going. Williams comes to it, wants to enter into Walker. Naharov falls down, Walker leads. What a great job by Antoine Walker, leaning to get the contact, hopefully the foul, and lays it in.
Oh, he kept his body between the ball and the man.
Rebounder right to Griffin, he misses a chippy. Finley goes up strong, won't drop down, but T comes out of there with the rebound.
You see the Boston Celtics have defense on their mind early on.
Pierce loses the handle. Griffin reached in and came up with it, and right now we have a 10-8 lead, Michelle.
Yeah, we do, and an 8-0 start for the Dallas Mavericks. But, you know, Sean Bradley sat out of today's shoot-around. He's coming off a bout with food poisoning. He is available to play tonight. He's been a huge cog in this offense and defense in terms of his rebounding. But because he's sick and because this team is so banged up, as you mentioned, John, all of the Dallas players and coaches said, tonight or tomorrow night, our winning streak could come to an end. John?
Yeah, and Sean Bradley, as you just saw, came right off the bench, so the food poisoning, not enough to keep him out of the game. Eric Williams did a nice job there. We'll see, though, what the stamina will be like for Sean Bradley.
All he has to do is stand there, though. With that kind of size, he just needs to intimidate.
Let's see with yet another rebound off the Nash miss. Walker trying to go coast to coast. Nash turns. And this time Nowitzki comes up with a missed shot and pushes it back down the floor.
This is what I'm talking about with Dirk. He has that ability to look at that. I mean, come on, the guy's 7 feet tall. He takes the ball from the backcourt, pushes it up the floor, and stops and pops. I mean, there are point guards in this league that can't shoot like that.
And a pretty nice handle, too, for a guy 7 feet tall. Dropped off to Walker on the baseline, and that's money. 8 points for Antoine Walker already.
Now, when these two teams get together, they need to go back to, like, retro uniforms. This is going to be an old-time score tonight.
Steve Nash cutting to the bucket, takes it right at Williams. Williams did a nice job to offer up his body, but not foul. Pierce comes up. The three-pointer's long. Nash had the rebound and knocked it right to the Celtics bench.
You can see right now with Dallas, they're missing Rafe LaPrince in the middle. Healthy Sean Bradley obviously makes a difference. But if they're able to step up their defense, I talked to Avery Johnson before the game, and he said, hey, we're not trying to be the #1 defensive team in the league. We just want to be in the middle of the pack somewhere, not last.
You see the fast starts and what's happened. We talked to some of the Mavericks this morning at their shoot-around. They're like, we can't pay any attention to that. He said, well, we're likely to be the first team that doesn't get it done if we start watching that. Walker, free throw line extended, no good. Tapped around, Nowitzki finally comes out of there with the rebound.
Look how much pressure this guy puts on your defense.
Sean Bradley at the free throw line, and he drops it down.
And the reason Bradley gets that open jumper is because Nowitzki starts backing his man down. You have to come and help. He's too big to play one-on-one against him in the block. He's going to kill you.
You can see quickly they came with the double team as soon as he had him down there. The field goals early on in this game. And we have plenty of them being offered up thus far. Steve Nash, a great move between a couple of defenders, and fade away. Oh, that's tough to stop right there.
Steve Nash is just tricky, and the reason that play works is because Finley gives it up to him in the open floor, and then Finley trails the break. And both defenders for the Boston Celtics were expecting that pass to come back to Finley.
A lot of options on this team. Walker sends it back to McCarty. That's a three-pointer off the mark. Nahara comes up with the rebound, and this time a lot of ball handlers as well for Dallas. Boy, Eduardo might find his way back to the bench after that play. I'm not sure he's going to be able to explain that one. Nice lob inside, blocked by Sean Bradley.
That shows you some range right there. Big fella coming out of nowhere and destroying that shot.
Steve Nash trying to create. McCarty with a rebound at the other end. Pierce now pulls up, jump shot, a little bit deep. Nowitzki pulls it down.
You know, we've come here and a basketball game is going to break out in this track meet. They're going up and down the floor.
And launching everything. Finley, you could see that was off the mark and rimmed out.
That looked like a tired shot to me. Finley trying to get himself in the game. And this is pace up and down is going to get you winded early on.
Delp comes up, and that's a three-pointer that's good. And that's something that Boston wants. They want their point guards to shoot. They're not looking for as many assists as they are looking for three-point offerings.
Well, you got a guy who can score like that. Definitely give him the ball. Here's a great pass, but watch Sean Bradley. That's why you want a guy 7'5" or 6" in your lineup coming out of nowhere to destroy that shot and start the break. And the Mavericks and Celtics in a shootout.
For the first time in 122 years, a university team has made it to the first round of the FA Cup. See Team Bath take on Mansfield Town today at 11:30 live only on Sky Sports 1.
Trackmasters. Check them out, it's the new AI. You gotta rock them. They even put a zone in the league to try to stop him. Matter of fact, call him the king. The way he breaks down the defense, it's like he got the ball on the string, and he will blow by you fast. Penetrate and dish it off or let it go high off the glass. All you need is a pair of these, nothing else. Your hesitation and stopping Papa be something else. Even on the court, we stay fly, Jada and AI. Make sure you go get the AI.
Hello. When you want a personal loan, you can just go to your bank. But why not see if it's easier, faster and cheaper to call Lombard Direct on 0800 215,000.
Your rate is based on your circumstances and loan amount. Our typical rate is just 8.2% APR.
For an unsecured personal loan of up to £25,000, call Lombard Direct on 0800 215,000 or apply online.
Tell me what you know of James Bond.
He'll light the fuse on any explosive situation.
James.
And be a danger to himself and others.
What happened to you?
Bond. Choose a fast car.
Your new transportation. Torpedoes, eject seat.
No, you're cleverer than you look.
Better than looking cleverer than you are.
Pierce Brosnan. Die another day.
Get down to Argos. Right now, when you spend over £25 on the Barbie Rapunzel range, you'll get a styling head absolutely free.
Look, the elephant's really bugging me. That bit when I say even cheaper car insurance from elephant.co.uk. I think the tap dancing's a bit much.
I love it, it's elephant, it's the branding.
Yeah, I know we're trying to get across elephant could save you money, but the guy in the suit, is he really necessary? He's constantly over my shoulder.
Drop trunky, and from the top, Steve, rehearsing and action.
So, check out Elephant now. It's simple, it's easy, it's fast. It's elephant.co.uk. Remember, elephant.co.uk. Check it out.
It's tough to get to the top. Even tougher to stay there. Saturday Fight Night, tonight 8:30 live, Sky Sports 1.
Nowitzki out to Avery Johnson to come on the floor. Former teammate of yours. Nowitzki, long three with 2 on his shot clock. Off the back iron, chase down. Nowitzki gets it back. Bradley from the baseline, and it's good.
I mean, that was nothing but the bottom. That's a guy 7'5" shooting the ball. Food poisoning.
You got a 7-footer out there, 7'5", 7'6", well, and they make jump shots?
They not only make them, but they shoot them with a ton of confidence.
Pierce with it now to Shamon Williams. Down to Vin Baker. Bradley blocks that shot, his second block of the game.
You need to somehow deceive Sean Bradley. You can't just turn around and shoot the ball right in his face.
Avery Johnson right at McCarty, and McCarty commits the foul. Swings it to McCarty, back into the corner. Shamon Williams is open. Comes up short. Nahara with a big rebound over Vin Baker.
Look at who Nahara threw the ball to. I mean, he had a choice between Avery Johnson on the break and Dirk Nowitzki. He throws it to the 7-footer.
Worked out pretty well, too.
Yeah, it did work out pretty well. I mean, that's not, for me, that wouldn't be instinctive. If I saw a 7-footer run out there asking for the ball, look at him like he's crazy. Get your tail down the floor. What are you doing asking for the ball in the wing?
Say, what are you thinking, big fella?
Exactly.
This guy, because he can handle it so well.
I mean, that's one of the cardinal rules as a guard is you don't ever throw a big man the ball on the open floor, except for, of course, Nowitzki. You see that banner there, number 33. He was a pretty good player, wasn't he?
I seem to recall there was a guy who used to wear the green and white or a 33. Played a pretty decent game.
I used to hate him because he used to beat my Sixers. No, but you have to have respect for him because he was such an outstanding ball player.
In this town, you better show respect to Larry Bird. You're going to get knocked out of town pretty quickly. Shamon Williams, another three on the way. Vin Baker at Finley sealed and then gets it knocked out of his hands. It'll still belong to the Celtics.
Vin Baker's done a great job last 2 times down the floor on the glass. But he got an offensive rebound, just trying to put it back in Sean Bradley's face. That's a no-no.
Baker's been struggling to find his way here. Shamon Williams on the floor, dishes it off. Foul comes.
Hey, you know what? You guys, I talked to Vin Baker before the game. He said he first came here and was, on a scale of 1 to 10, about a 4 in the offense, but he's increased that to a 7, and he says it's good now because O'Brien's calling my number. We have plays specifically set up for me, and I know what those shots are going to be, and that's what he worked on diligently in shoot-around, Sean.
Well, he has made a big improvement. That's for sure. He has that ability. You know, I saw him in San Antonio his first year in Seattle. He beat us down the stretch. He made a terrific move around David Robinson for game, and I just like to see him regain that type of confidence.
Vin Baker lost the handle, it looked, as he went up with that one. And so comes up empty again. Avery Johnson hits the back of the iron and buries it.
Avery can hit that shot. One little dribble set up his nice little rhythm jump shot. I tell you what, you can come to the gym early and see Avery Johnson shooting 100 of those.
We get a timeout on the floor called by the Celtics. Vin Baker just almost threw the ball out of bounds. Shot clock right now at 7. Shamon Williams finds Tony Delk. That's a 3. A little bit deep. Nahara chases down the rebound.
Mavericks doing a great job of playing that little matchup zone. They've yet to go man-to-man. They did go man-to-man the first couple possessions of the ball game. They got burned. Then they went to the zone, and now they're starting to assert themselves defensively.
That was one of the more interesting ways of releasing Brooklyn I've seen. It was extremely effective from Sean Bradley.
Well, it'd be, for most of us, it'd be like Papa Shot. I mean, you're right there.
Shamon Williams. Delk gets it back to Shamon. He launches and knocks it in. Michelle, something out of the huddle that worked for the Celtics then.
Well, Jim O'Brien upset with his team because they've given Dallas too many second chance shots. He said they've got 5 second chance shots. I don't want to see that continue, Jim. Just call it.
Antoine Walker with it now. And he swings it to Shamon Williams. He thought about the 3, then drives it at a couple of 7-footers. The little guy, Shamon Williams, earning his trip to the line.
And Shammond Williams doing a great job getting to the free throw line, but what you didn't see on the other end is he did an incredible job of boxing out Shawn Bradley. They talked about a guy, Shammond Williams, who doesn't have that type of size. And your point guard did a great job of using his body and getting Bradley out of the lane.
Makes it pay at the line. Here's Dirk Nowitzki.
Here's the shot. Dirk, textbook, little up fake. That ball goes up, and you'll see Bradley. He's there. You see his arms, but Shammond Williams underneath him. I mean, that's textbook fundamental boxing out, and that's how a smaller guy can out-rebound a bigger guy if he gets position. He didn't come down with the rebound, but he did a great job of keeping Bradley from getting the ball.
And Shammond Williams out of North Carolina. You think of how many North Carolina stars there are in the NBA. He was one who was probably a long shot to make it to the NBA, but his toughness has been incredible.
You're exactly right. Toughness and a long shot. You know, I talked to a lot of people like, well, you know, he was a good college player, but they never saw him doing this in the NBA, and it just polite. I went and talked to him before the game. He said, yes, sir, no, sir. So are you kidding me?
Oh, Nowitzki. He's making you feel old, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Nowitzki now with 11 points. We've still got a minute to go here in quarter number 1.
And you're not going to get it done guarding him one-on-one. Antoine Walker's an excellent, excellent ball player, but in a one-on-one situation, Dirk Nowitzki's going to win on the offensive end.
Shammond Williams is able to find Dell. Comes back out. Williams gets it. His offering is no good. And Walt Williams, a lot of Williams in the game right now. Walt comes out of there with the rebound. Dirk Nowitzki fade away on the baseline, a little short. Vin Baker skies up with the rebound, and Antoine Walker with the push. Boston, who lives on a three-pointer, 0 for 6 to start the night. Nice move by Delt to get free, but a lot of help comes over there. Good job by Bradley. Finley was over there as well.
And you see, Shawn Bradley didn't even have to jump. He just had to have some presence. He just stuck his arm out and blocked that shot.
Shot clock is off. 10 seconds to go in the first quarter. Spread the floor a little bit. And you let Finley go one-on-one with Delt. Help comes over. Finley comes up a little bit under the iron. Walt Williams, three-pointer, well off the mark. The first quarter comes to an end with Dallas leading the Celtics 25-20.
And food poisoning. I mean, come on. With 7'5", you don't suffer from food poisoning. You just get the job done underneath. There you see Shawn Bradley providing that interior presence, going on the perimeter. Nice pass by Dirk Nowitzki. Hits nothing but the bottom. And then with the soft touch on the inside, Bradley already has 3 blocks. He's asserting himself.
You partied and misbehaved all weekend. Now it's their turn.
She was so stroppy.
The boys get fired up in all new Dream Team.
What happened? It's my back.
Discover why JLo's excessive demands are not to be reckoned with.
She doesn't do things by half. 66 cases for a weekend.
Asher was blocked. Now she's back in all new Temptation Island.
I'm here to seduce him. I do not believe this.
That's tomorrow from 8, Sky 1 Sunday. The biggest night out you'll ever have in.
I'm Scarface from the A's, dog, king of the block. We are one on my t-shirt, the shoe of Reebok, and the streets rock when we rock. The battle is won, cross beaming with the franchise. You know how it's done. It's like this, it's like that, it's like this, and it's like this, it's like that, it's like this, and it's like that, it's like this, it's like that, and it's like this, it's like that, it's like that, and Def Jam South, baby.
Broken ribs, brain hemorrhage. There's no way this was an accident. He's been violently attacked. This is child abuse.
What would you give to help a child like William? All we're asking is £2. Just £2. But the NSPCC needs you to keep on giving this small sum of money once each month. With your £2 a month, the NSPCC can work with a family to help keep a child safe. William will survive this time. But what's to stop him from being attacked again? Together we can put a full stop to cruelty to children. Please, call 0800 77 0022 to give £2 a month. You can help the NSPCC be there for a child like William. Please. Do it now.
That money talks. I won't deny. I heard it once. It said, goodbye.
If you're hearing strange mutterings from your wallet, get yourself a plan from the Pru.
Please give the NSPCC £2 a month to help save a child from cruelty. Call 0800 7700 22 now.
25-20 lead. Michelle is standing by with Mark Cuban.
Yeah, I sure am. And, you know, this is the first season you've said since you've been with Dallas, Mark, where you guys haven't really added anything. You're now developing what you've had. How do you like the development so far?
Well, so far, so good. I mean, we're up. You know, we've overcome a lot of adversity and injury. So, you know, it's been a strange season in the NBA with team records and injuries. So we're happy to be where we are.
One of the injuries, obviously, Nick Van Exel, and that leaves Steve Nash out there without a real solid backup. You said if we lose Steve Nash, we're toast. Don't you get concerned about, you know, the hair could play a factor in an injury, couldn't it?
Yeah, it is. He's tripped over it a few times because actually he doesn't wear it that long at home. He's got a weave that he adds to it, and he's tripped over it. But I'm trying to get him to stop wearing the wig. Maybe it'll work. I don't know.
All right. Oh! What about the foul? You don't like that call on Finley?
Well, you know. You know, Bob Delaney was an undercover FBI agent, so I'm not going to mess with him. He might shoot me.
You won't mess with him, but you've never shied away from David Stern. When's the last time you chatted with the commish?
We talk on and off via email. I mean, I'm a big fan of David Stern. Don't get me wrong. I think he's got a tough job and he's working his butt off. But, you know, like any business, there's always room for improvement. And my job as a partner is to remind him of some of those things that we have.
All right, well, we've been watching your day. No one has signed more autographs than you, Mark Cuban. We'll keep an eye on you the rest of the day.
Hey, they're the fans, they're our customers. It's a second that's worth it, man. I respect and appreciate everybody comes out and spends their money. That's what the NBA is all about, helping them and making them feel wanted.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you, Michelle.
And if you add Michelle and Mark Cuban's fortunes together, they are the two richest people in the building.
Yes, they are.
We saw Walt Williams bury a three last trip down the floor, and Walt can do that with regularity. He's been asked to step up with some of the people who are missing, and he's upped his points by 2 a game, up to 10 per game right now. So that's great coming off the bench. Save to Javon Williams. Paul Pierce, who's been struggling early on, doesn't look like it there.
Well, the Celtics have been forced to go outside now. Anton Walker was able to get a bucket underneath against Bradley, but he had to really struggle for it. Now you see the Celtics trying to go a little bit more outside. Sean Bradley doing a great job of patrolling the paint.
Finley now working on Pierce. Takes him to the baseline and backs it back out. Turnaround won't go. Comes into the hands of Avery Johnson. He tried to get Javon Williams in the air. Nowitzki right down the lane, right at Battie. And Tony Battie commits the foul.
See, Dirk Nowitzki gets himself to the free throw line. Let me remind you, this is a 7-footer. And he put the ball on the floor and went around Antoine Walker. The thing I hear most, John, when I'm walking around and people see me, they can't believe how big I am. And this is a guy, 7-footer. He puts it down 3 times, gets to the line. A great job of using his body. But he's saying he pushed off, but Dirk did a good job of creating contact in the air. Like I was telling you, one thing people say when they see me is they can't believe how big I am. I'm only 6'8", and they freak out. And they see me on the court with other players, and I look like I'm a smaller and average-sized guy. Dirk Nowitzki is big.
By the way, let's not confuse big with tall, okay?
Tall. Yeah.
Pierce to the baseline to Battie. Fading away, no good, and nobody there except Mavericks. Length of the court, and that pass, Nowitzki, if he was passing to himself, that would have been good. But Michael Finley, unfortunately, is not a 7-footer.
That ball caught a little bit of air.
Great coaching staff in both of these teams. Don Nelson, son Donnie, of course, Del Harris, a wealth of experience there.
Nelly's one of the cleverest coaches you'll ever see.
I'll tell you what, Antoine Walker just created something out of absolutely nothing. Nowitzki had position on him, and he still found it.
He's so good around the basket with using his body.
And Finley lost it off his body and out of bounds. Turnover goes to the Celtics. Shamon Williams ahead to Pierce, who had an opening. Goes at Nahara. The help came in Nowitzki. Now Nahara wants to push it.
That's your power forward.
And there's Nowitzki. That's your 7-footer for 3.
Nothing but the bottom. I mean, he sets up, and he's so big, you can't get to a shot. You can jump, do whatever, but the guy's releasing it a lot higher than you can get to it.
Shamon Williams wanted to get it to Walker, had the size switch, but now he's got Nowitzki there. Still gets it over him. And Antoine Walker is keeping the Celtics in this game with 14.
Well, he's using his quickness and his body against Nowitzki, and Nowitzki doesn't have an answer for it. These two heavyweights are slugging it out.
Nowitzki swings it to the other side to Walt Williams. A little bit deep, but T with the rebound. Almost turns it over. Shamon Williams has Tony Delk at the other end as well, and Shamon just waits for the rest of the Celtics to show up. He launches a jumper that rattles in and out.
Just the type of game we thought would break out. Nice up and down, shots going up. First 7 minutes of the game, both teams shot the ball 34 times. That's a shot every 12 seconds.
How about that pass? Oh, Pierce gets it into Delk, and he misses twice on a third shot, and then he missed it again.
And that happens. That's happened to the best of us.
Finley with the nap to Nowitzki, thought about a 3. Swings it into the corner. Walt Williams, that is a 3, no good. Oh, no! Michael Finley out of nowhere with the putback.
Well, the reason that play works is because 2 defenders are running to Dirk Nowitzki. He throws that ball out to Walt Williams. You have another defender coming to contest that shot, left the lane wide open. Finley doing a great job of staying active on the offensive glass, and he's had a tough shooting night so far, but there's nothing like a nice, easy dunk to get you started.
Antoine Walker doing it again, 16 points, and he's done it, it seems like every time, shooting over Nowitzki.
Antoine Walker right now is commanding the paint, at least while Sean Bradley's out of the game.
Now Harrod gets it, uses the glass, a nice pass from Dirk Nowitzki. Shamon Williams now.
Here's all the defense these teams are talking about pulling.
So forget that. This game's all about offense, up and down the floor. Williams and Avery Johnson just reached in. Avery trying to say he got the chicken wing around on me, but it doesn't go that way.
Oh, you see the shot up by Walt Williams. A nice soft bounce sets it up for Finley. You see that athletic ability. Michael Finley finishing with authority.
Shamon Williams, three-pointer buried to Naharad. Can't believe he turns to Shamon and says, "You lucky son of a gun."
He can shoot it. There's no question about it. Shamon Williams can shoot the basketball as well as anybody on the Boston Celtics team.
Naharad puts it on the floor, into the corner. Raja Bell dumps it down. Naharad, 5 on the shot clock, comes up short, rebounded by Eric Williams.
I looked at Sacramento's team the other night, and I look at Dallas's team. I think it's a prerequisite that you have to be able to score if you want to play on any of these teams.
You want to get anywhere near it. Offensive foul, and that was clear. Antoine Walker swung the arm around. Nash now, picked up by Shamon Williams. Finds Walt Williams, double team. Naharad takes it, blocked by Vin Baker. Strong block.
And that's what the Celtics brought Vin Baker over for. Interior presence. That time doing a great job helping on the roll and blocking that shot.
And they're needing to turn up the defense as this Dallas team threatening to get some space between them and the Celtics.
In a thrilling match, England breathtakingly beat the mighty All Blacks. Bring on the Wallabies.
Serious about sport? We are.
Today, 1:30 England, Australia, sponsored by Zurich, Sky Sports 2.
It's such a good feeling to know your life insurance is in order. And yet, people our age don't always have the protection they need. If you want to leave something for your loved ones, or perhaps ease any concerns about funeral expenses, I'd like you to take a look at this. It's called the Sun Life Over 50 Plan. From just £6 a month, this plan pays out a valuable cash sum on death to help towards those final expenses. Provided you're between 50 and 80, you're guaranteed to be accepted. You won't need a medical or have to answer any questions about your health. Simply phone this number now, 0800 55 60 60. Your call is free, and you'll receive this information pack and a personal quotation by post. There's no obligation. No salesman will call. Apply within 2 weeks, and one of these useful gifts can be yours free. So call today on 0800 55 60 60 and enjoy lifelong peace of mind with the Sun Life Over 50 plan.
The ultimate greatest hits album from Eric Clapton. All his classics live from his latest worldwide sellout tour. Includes the hits Change the World, Tears in Heaven, Wonderful Tonight, Sunshine of Your Love, and Layla. Eric Clapton, One More Car, One More Rider, out now.
Let me get this.
No, let me.
Go on, my treat.
No, really.
Please, I insist.
Okay, thanks. Oh, one of those.
Credit cards are all the same, aren't they?
Well, except you're probably paying 18, 19% on that one.
Yes.
Whereas if you had one of these, you'd pay 2.9% on everything you buy up until July next year.
It's hardly worth the bother. I've got loads to pay off on that one.
Jonathan, it's just a phone call. You could transfer the balance over and pay 2.9% on that too.
So I could actually save on what I've spent already?
Yeah. Including that.
At 2.9% until the 1st of July 2003, then 16.9% APR variable. A new credit card from the Royal Bank of Scotland could save you money. Call 0800 16 16 16. Make it happen.
Great Britain versus New Zealand in the second Don't Drink Drive Test match. Tonight at 6, live, Sky Sports 1.
Open for a three, almost had it. Walt Williams, difficult rebound to get around Eric Williams, and he still does. Nash for Raja Bell. He comes up and knocks in the jumper. I'll tell you what, coming off the bench, he hasn't been getting a lot of minutes, just about 12 per game, but looked like he was in there all night.
Well, we had Raja Bell in camp in San Antonio a couple years back, and we had to release him. He was the last release of camp, and I just thought somebody had to pick this kid up.
Pierce misses the three. Shamond Williams backs it out. Bell right there. Walker has it.
You see Dallas goes back to this little matchup zone. You got Bradley clogging the middle.
Shamond Williams to Pierce, but it was picked off by Steve Nash. Bounce pass, and not sure if that was to Nahara or Raja Bell, but didn't go. Antoine Walker has been the best offensive player for the Celtics, and he really got it going after Sean Bradley went to the bench.
He just went to work on the interior. Look at that move there. He just shakes Dirk Nowitzki. Twan, what a move. Then he goes down low, patient against Michael Finley, uses his size. When Antoine Walker is patient underneath and he has it going on, there are few players in this league that are better.
Walker puts on the floor to lose Nash. Vin Baker from the baseline, well short, right into the hands of Steve Nash.
He slowed down a little bit. Dirk Nowitzki's been out of the game, but he put on a crazy offensive performance before he sat down.
Long-range three by Nash was halfway down before it popped out, and Tony dealt with it, pushes it right at Nash. Walker on the floor, into the paint, floater. Doesn't go down. Walt Williams with the rebound.
But I like that shot by Antoine, rather than settling for the three, which they're accustomed to doing.
Walt Williams for a three, and he buries it. Walt, I'll tell you what, they better get out on Walt Williams there, because he'll kill you from there every game.
Well, those guys are good at trailing the break. They run a controlled break. It's not helter-skelter when you run a fast break. Everybody run toward the basket. That's not how you do it. Walt Williams did an excellent job of holding up, finding a spot on the floor.
Tony Delk is open for three on the wing. No good. Nash comes up with a rebound again. Delk trying to chase him down, and everybody loses Steve Nash. And he gets it right to the hole and earns a trip to the free throw line.
Well, Steve Nash is pushing the break, and the thing you have to remember as a defender, you have to stop the ball first. The Celtics now, you watch this, Steve Nash just takes it right down the gut. Now everybody's pointing around. Eric Williams is pointing. You pick up that man, you pick up this man. You must stop the ball first. The ball is the priority. And these guys for the Celtics are so concerned about the Dallas Mavericks trailing the break, hitting threes on them, that they forget to stop the ball. They're pointing, you take this guy, you take this guy.
You think that was a flagrant? That's the call.
It was close.
Well, generally, if the guy is still on his feet,
right.
You know what I mean? If he never gets knocked.
Well, see, it's a flagrant foul because Eric Williams doesn't go for the basketball. You have to go for the ball. If you don't go for the ball, then it is a flagrant foul. You see, he just lowered his shoulder into Steve Nash and pushed him out of bounds.
Nash weaves his way. Oh, what a pass to Bradley! Oh, Steve Nash just weaved his way to the hole and a little flip to the big guy in the easy two.
If you allow penetration and you're playing against the Dallas Mavericks, you're going to get buckets like that all day long. Steve Nash is too clever to let in the lane. He's going to find people all night.
Right now, 13 points is the largest lead of the game, and one of the reasons Boston is 1 of 11, Sean, from three-point range. And we talked about it before the game. This is a Boston club that averages 28 three-point attempts a game. The next closest, the Clippers at 19. I mean, that's amazing.
Just bizarre. I mean, they go outside, they'll just long bomb you all day, but when it's not flowing, then they have to go down low. And here's Nash. Just clever move on the baseline here. A little under, that's a little trickery. Antoine Walker doing a great job putting his hands up. But look at here. Ben Baker is outside of Sean Bradley. Sean Bradley doing a great job of eating up space, not allowing Ben Baker to get in front of him. Easy pass for Steve Nash. Whenever you let him in the lane, you're going to have guys like Bradley cutting down the middle, and you're going to have your perimeter guys spotting up on the outside, and Nash is going to find him. He loves driving the baseline, hitting the corners.
Saw the assists, and how good is this Dallas team since Dirk Nowitzki went to the bench? They're on a 9-0 run. Oh, what a creation right there by Antoine Walker. It doesn't go down. Pierce with it now. Nash right in his hip pocket. Walker, wall fake, comes up shooting and buries it. Deuce.
And I was about to say, I didn't like that shot, but he hit nothing but the bottom. Those are one of those ones where you go, no, no.
Yes.
Yeah.
18 points now for Antoine Walker. Nash trying to lose Delk. The double team comes out.
And Nash is a clever ball handler.
He never picks up his dribble. That's one of the things that makes it so difficult. Keeps the dribble alive. The pass for Bradley that time was picked off by Antoine Walker.
Well, he had it on that side. Elijah Bell was the man. If he had dropped to the corner, you would have received that pass.
Walker again, some space for him. Three-pointer, short. Big rebound by Vin Baker. And the crowd responds to that.
Yeah, they love that effort by Vinny Baker. Doing a great job. That's, I believe, his third offensive rebound on that block.
Doing the job, and the crowd has been waiting for Vin Baker to emerge. Maybe tonight's the night. Vin Baker knocks down the free throw. Bell now wants to put it on the floor, but Williams there sweeping at the ball. Nash comes to it. Delk right out. Nash right around him. Floater is no good. And the ball ends up being kicked.
Yeah, Bradley couldn't get to it. So he just extended that those long feet.
Even by accident. You gotta figure that happens quite a bit with Sean Bradley.
Just taking up space.
Steve Nash is going to check out of the game, and Avery Johnson's going to come back in. Nash picked up a couple of quick fouls, so down to the final 2 minutes here in the half. Why see him pick up a third? You don't want that to happen, so send him to the bench.
And I'm surprised. Nelly's kept Dirk Nowitzki on the bench the entire second quarter.
Pierce into traffic, finds Delk. In for a closer look on the baseline. Long. Little guy goes after the rebound and had it. But it's swatted around and comes back into the hands of the Maverick.
He's playing hard, that's for sure. Just can't get a break right now.
Finley with Pierce up. Pierce trying to do it defensively because offensively he's going to struggle. Got one field goal here in the first half.
The Dallas Mavericks have been playing that zone.
Finley had Pierce got him in the air one time. Gets it on the iron, but short. You see Walker had Nahara sealed very nicely. Pierce now into traffic, spins, and he spins right into Sean Bradley.
He's just too big.
Bradley now has 4 blocks. Johnson then into the corner. Bell knocks it down. I'll tell you what, the guy getting 12 minutes coming off the bench and bearing jumpers. Too many weapons right now.
It's just beautiful ball movement by the Dallas Mavericks. Unselfish play.
Pierce now. Not looking to shoot. Walker on the floor. Down the lane. Floater almost goes down. Right to Eric Williams, and he gets fouled.
You see Antoine had a great look in the lane there. Not able to get the ball to fall. But that's due in some part to Bradley's presence. You kind of rush your shot. You alter it because you know he's lurking around it. And Nowitzki's going to come back in. Now, I said he was out the entire second quarter. Our stats guy, Elliot, who's one of the best statsmen ever. Aren't you, Elliot?
He's our conscience, right?
Exactly. Has informed me that Dirk did in fact play the first 6 minutes of the second quarter. But it seems like he's been out the whole second quarter. We want him on the floor.
Well, they've had some separation while he was out there. The Celtics coming back a little closer right now, but they got up to a 13-point lead. Nowitzki comes in, Nahara goes out. Dallas was only up 37-33 when Nowitzki went out of the game. And there he is, making his presence known as soon as he steps back, grabs the rebound.
When he comes back to the last minute, might as well leave him on the bench.
Well, you never know. You pick up some points right here. Johnson, great job to create something, split the defense, and take it right in.
That's a veteran move right there. Splitting the 2 defenders. If you're not tight with that little trap, Avery's going to split you. He's going to make you pay.
Well, he's one of the reasons you got a ring, right? Big help.
No question. He was a huge reason.
Pierce now.
Leader of that team.
Vin Baker, strong finish with Bradley and Nowitzki right there.
You'd love to see Vin Baker respond in the lane like that. That was not a soft move. That's what the Celtics want more of.
Final 5 seconds. Nelly's up calling for the play. And Johnson spins on Delk, and Delk commits the foul. So first on Delk.
Well, it's a good foul because you're not in a penalty.
Nope.
So Avery doesn't get to go to the line. Now they only have 1.9 seconds to get a shot off. So it's a good foul. You know, that's a great coaching decision. When you understand the fouls and how to use them, they can save you. Look like Avery had a clear lane to the basket. Delk's instructed to foul, and now look what Dallas has to come up with 2 seconds left.
'99 shot attempts in the first half, Sean. Dallas 48 and Boston 51. Final minute 9. Michael Finley gets it. Time to dribble the ball once and launch a long-range jumper that comes up left off the mark. So after the first half, Dallas has a lead at 50-39. Their largest was 13. It's at 11 right now. Dirk Nowitzki has done a terrific job in the night. It has been all Dallas. They missed a dunk early, but after that, the Mavericks came swatting shots. Paul Pierce with just 2 points in the first half. We'll see you on the other side at halftime.